welcome. My name's Kathy A, and yep, I had to go into April just a little bit so I could do my March faves and flops. I actually have a few things from late February and very early April, and I wanted to kind of show you what I got in my Sephora haul because that is something that may interest you. As you know, they're having their big VIP sale right now, and if you use the code OMG Spring, you get a certain percentage off based on what your status is with Sephora right now. And I think they're being pretty lenient right now because the pickings are really slim in Customerville. Anyway, I'm going to start this right off. I hope all of you are doing well and keeping positive. It's been quite a ride. I finally got my refund, but I still have not got stimulus number 2 or stimulus number 3. Let's start with some food. Why not? This is from Aldi, and this is their specialty selected premium strawberry fruit spread. This is what I have for a treat, for a snack. A little bit of this. This is like real fruit with a little bit of sugar and stuff, but it's delicious. It's 35 calories for a tablespoon, and I think it's a wonderful thing to have on a little piece of diet toast for a treat instead of reaching for a candy bar or something. So the strawberry is particularly good, and I think this is like the Polliner all fruit kind of thing, Aldi's version of that. It's absolutely delicious. For vitamins, I did add in a probiotic because I've been watching all the Dr. Grundy or whatever his name is talking about gut health, and that lady who talks about poop. I mean, anyway, I pay attention. This is a probiotic, chewable probiotic. I take 2 of these every morning, and everything has all the really good bacteria it's supposed to have, and everything's going with the flow, so to speak. So I have a link for these. It's 60 of these, I think, for $9 or something. It's well worth it. That's a 30-day supply to get your gut in health. Because right now with warm weather, you're winding up with lots of digestive issues. Heat can do things. It's good to have some positive bacteria in your system so that it can help with combating all the bad stuff that goes on and all the bad things we eat. So, and that brand was called Drop. I am still using my popcorn popper. This is a microwave popcorn popper. It's kind of neat. It's actually a bowl and the popper itself. I'll do a little demo video here, but you can see there's lines in here, and I just pour enough popcorn in to meet the top of the bottom line. I add a little bit of grapeseed oil, maybe a half a teaspoon, and I put some buttery salt in there, the Amish buttery salt. I just shake it all in, and then I set this loosely on the top. Now this doesn't fit tightly because as the popcorn pops, it pushes this up top, and this prevents popcorn from going every which way. 2 minutes and 8 seconds does a perfect bowl. So when it's done, I open this away from me in case there's any loose pieces of popcorn that are popping out, so they go that way and not in my face. And then you can either eat it right out of the bowl, or you can pour it into another vessel to share with somebody else. This is wonderful. I think it's very, very cheap, and it stores really nicely. Just stick it right in there with your popcorn, and I buy just yellow popcorn, you know, when you want a snack that's crunchy, and you can control the chemistry in it, because most of those microwave popcorns have so much chemistry and bad things in there, and this, you can control it, and it tastes pretty good. It's fresh, you know what's in it, and if you're on a food plan or a diet, this is a great thing to have. How many of you have a big handbag? I have some big handbags, not a lot, but this big handbag, when you open it up, you've got this big space in here, and if you put your wallet in or anything else, you only got this tiny little thing. Somebody can stick their hand right in there and pull things out. So I know I talked about this in the past, but this is what they call a handbag insert. And what it is you have, it's got net. You can put different things in here, eyeglasses, sunglasses, suntan lotion, your phone. On the other side, you can put, you know, flashlight, mints, tissues. And in the center zipper part, you can put your wallet, you can put your cell phone. There's a center part here. There's so many different things you can do. And once you put all that stuff in here, you set this right down in the middle of your handbag. And it fits all nice in there, and somebody can't get at your handbag, they can't get at your wallet. This is a wonderful, wonderful thing. If you've got a big handbag or a tote, these inserts are so worth putting in there. Especially tote bags, if you're going to the beach or anything like that, everything will fit in here and in here, and it's harder for people to steal anything, and it's easier for you to find stuff because it's right there. You know, it's all right there. So the insert for large tote bags and large handbags, I know I've talked about it before, but I thought I'd bring it up again because it was a favorite. This particular. Speaking of eyeglasses, I ordered 6 pairs of eyeglasses for $8. It comes with the tool that has the double-ended, like little mini screwdrivers on it. It comes with a nice cloth. It comes with a bag, like a loose, soft case for your glasses. And you get 6 pairs of glasses. And these are specially coated for, they've got that blue coating on them to help prevent with computer eye strain and all that stuff. So you can see they actually reflect a little bit blue. But for $8 you get 6 pairs of glasses. They're clear as a bell. These are 3.5s. I think I'm at the end of the reader's rope right now. I don't know, I haven't decided what I'm going to do about that. But you get 6 different colors. There's a nice red pair. They're all individually wrapped. A blue pair. Here's a gray pair. A brown pair, and I also have a black pair somewhere around that I think I'm wearing, but they come nicely wrapped and packed, and it's absolutely a wonderful deal for the $8. I think getting glasses like this, to have them around, here's the other pair here, is just wonderful to have. And you can see them online. There's usually, they have 8 to 10 pairs for under $15, and it's well worth it. You know, I think they're better than the Dollar Tree glasses that you have everywhere. I throw mine around, I sit on them by mistake, I throw them in the car, I drop them on the floor. So I go through these rather quickly. So having an inexpensive pair that looks good and it has that blue filter on it, I think that's a wonderful thing. Plus it's a 3.5 magnification, which isn't always so easy to find at the Dollar Tree. Okay, embarrassing time. Embarrassing. Oh, we're getting into spring. We're going to be showing some skin in some places or others. I don't know. And if we're dating, maybe even others. I don't know. Either way, this is an incredible item here. You can do some incredible work with this. This is a razor. It's noisy. That's the only bad thing about it. Let me pull it out here. I'm going to pull this out. This is the shaver. You can have all these attachments. There's a different round shaver if you want to do your face. If you want to do, here's a charger here. It's fully rechargeable. You get one of those round things if you want to do around your face, around your nose. There's a trimmer for the side if you want to do anything on your side of your face. There's some razor oil which keeps it lubricated. There's a comb attachment which you put on it. When you put this on it and do this, you can control how much gets shaved off. And then they have an eyebrow attachment. God bless them. It's just an eyebrow attachment, which will help you trim eyebrows. And then they have a cleaning thing, which you can clean it off with. This is an amazing thing. I just want to show you how noisy it is. That was very noisy. Very noisy. But it's wonderful. I absolutely love this. And it works really fast. And I'm talking girls bikini line. Bikini line. So you can exchange out the instruments really easy. You got this round one, you can change it for the round one. It's just so easy to use and so easy to store, easy to clean, easy to take care of. I absolutely totally recommend this, and it has everything you need for arms, nether regions, bikini line, for your face, for underarms, your legs, wherever you need to shave. It's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. And your eyebrows. I think it's great, especially for men, I think, the eyebrows, but this is more of a ladies thing. So this is the Pure Confidence from WAL. It's not expensive at all. It's absolutely wonderful. So I thought I would just mention that because I really love it. For perfumes, I thought I would do this, and this is the beginning of my Sephora haul. I got the Sephora Favorites, the top selling beachy kind of scents. And there's 4 here, and they have it in a cute little like sandy color bag here. You get a certificate for this, and what it is you get 4 scents. Now these are very small, there's nothing to them. Sol de Janeiro, Beach Walk from Replica, Tom Ford Sol Blanc, and the last one is Nest Sun-Kissed Hibiscus. And they give you a card, and you can get a rollerball size of any of those scents with the card. So it's included with it. So it's kind of like getting a sampler, plus you get a little bag, plus you get a rollerball. Now if you get it during the Sephora sale, it costs a lot less. So I really think these scents are very fresh. Out of these, I absolutely love the Tom Ford scent, and I'm really tickled that it's one of the rollerballs that you can purchase using the card since you bought the sampler. So this is a great way to try new perfumes on yourself, because I really don't think spraying them in a store does them justice. You really need to wear a scent for a while, and you can see how long does it last, what does it smell like on me, is it like a wet dog on a Thursday afternoon? I mean, you know, some of them don't smell good on every person. So, and I'm one of those people that has weird DNA, because like there's only a few things that smell good on me. But anyway, I do like the Tom Ford, and I think that this is a wonderful little set. $5. So you get the rollerball, which costs about that anyway, and you get to sample these 4 different scents. So this is a wonderful deal. I got it on the OMG Spring 20% off, because I am still a rouge. I can't believe I'm still a rouge, but I'm still a rouge. So that was that. Now the other thing I bought for this, and this is where that 20% actually works really well. This is the Westwood Atelier. This is the new foundation, the cream foundation. This runs around $68. But if you take the 20% off, it's much less. And I could not find what color to get. And of course I got a color that's too dark for me. So I can't believe I have to return this. But I love this formula. I'm just gonna scrape it on here and then just move it in. Now I put mine on with a brush, and I put it on with my fingers. I think it works really well with either way. It is a very creamy formulation. It's a beautiful bottle. It's magnetic. So you have, yeah. Westman Atelier, she is a real interesting makeup person. And I think that her stuff is extremely high quality. This is about the best it gets. This is better than La Mer. This is better than the Swiss. I mean, really, really amazing stuff. So this is the Westman Atelier. This is Atelier 4, and I think it's a medium. I don't think it's light enough for me, but it did blend in okay. Once I blended it out really far, it looked better, but this is definitely a shade too dark for me. A full shade, if not a shade and a half. Now this goes on so creamy and it dries like a powder. And it's like, it's so nice to have, you know, this beautiful feeling. It feels so like a luxurious moisturizing cream when you put it on. It's a stick form. So I'm just going to show you, and you can see how horrible the color match was. But this is the lightest color that was still available because everybody else had the same idea I did. But look then when you smear it out, it just looks beautiful on. This is a summer shade for me, for sure. I'm usually a medium light. This is more of a medium. And this is very, very warm toned. Very warm toned. And this is the Atelier 4. I would say it probably technically an Atelier 2, but those were sold out. So I had to try it though. I wanted to try this so much. Ever since it first came out, I wanted to try it because of the formulation, and it is a wonderful thing. It's one of those foundations that actually goes on nicely, but as it's drying and setting, and as long as you pat it in and make sure that you've got it all situated, it dries down so nicely and stays really well throughout, I'd say at least 4 or 5 hours. Stays very nice. So I am wearing this shade right now, and it has given me a little bit of color. I think in the summertime it'll look much more natural. I'm on the fence whether or not I should return it to get the color that's more my natural skin tone or not, because we are going into the spring and summer months. So this is the Westman Atelier Vital Skin Foundation. Vital Skin Foundation, and it is a cream stick formulation. It's absolutely luxurious. I would say if you are dry to medium, this would be beautiful on you, and it does dry down, so maybe even if you go into the oily phase that this will work for you. I think it's a beautiful foundation, and I still think it's working pretty well even though it's slightly dark for me. Also from the Sephora sale, I got the Best Skin Ever. This is Sephora's home brand. This is their newest of their foundations. I generally don't get along with their foundations because I think they're more formulated for a younger group or an oily skin group, and I have very dry skin with texture. This is nice. I think it does accentuate dry patches, so you have to be very, very well moisturized to wear this. The color I have in this is a perfect match for my skin. It's 22.5N. And it is an absolute perfect match for my skin. I'm just going to put a little here, and I would just put this right down here. And it looks beautiful. It dries down nicely. There is a scent. There is a scent to it. It's like a honeybee kind of scent. It's a honeysuckle kind of a scent. So those of you who are sensitive to scent will not like this. And as I said, this is the perfect match for my skin, 22.5N. So it is a neutral with slight yellow undertones, and I love this. It's beautiful on. It actually dries down really nicely. I did find in my drier areas around my nose and just right around in this area, it did seem to cling to dry patches. So it didn't really pass my dry skin test so much, but if you have normal to oily skin, I think you may like this. And it's a very skin-like finish. It's a very light skin-like finish, so I think it's good. And I left the plastic so I can return it. But best skin ever, not necessarily, but I think that it's a very good for it being a home brand for Sephora. It's only 20 bucks. I think I had to pay 16 or something like that. It was very cheap. It's worth trying it. I am still enjoying this, and this is actually, I think, my favorite foundation type of item for this year so far, This is the Feel Good Skin from Profusion of all places. Profusion. Yeah, that's the cheapy brand that usually has the eyeshadow palettes with like 200 shades in one palette for 10 bucks. Those people, yes, Profusion. This is on their website. I think it's around $10 maybe. This is so good. Oh my God, it's so good. A little goes an absolute long way. It is a skin-like finish. It's a skin tint, more of a skin tint foundation, but it's got great coverage, So I've been enjoying this all month long as well. This is Milani Glow, and this was something that was new from them. I haven't really gone to the Milani counter in quite a while. I know they had something there. I think it was a cannabis lip product that went on green and turned pink. I have to try that probably. That'll be an April fave or flop. I'm not sure how I feel about this glow. It went on initially, it seemed to go on okay, but as it started to dry, it really got a little bit cakey looking. And I was surprised because it's supposed to be a glow kind of product. Milani and I just haven't really hit it off with foundations in the past. They did have one that they discontinued that I liked a little bit, but unfortunately I don't think the glow is good if you have older textured skin, because it does seem to accentuate some of the lines and texture. And I don't think this worked very well on pores, you know, pores in your skin if you have that. So Milani Glow was meh, sorry. I'm gonna have to talk about, these are ESSIE nail polishes. I have several different ones, and ESSIE isn't necessarily a cheap brand, but I'll have to say that I put ESSIE on 2 coats, and every single time I put it on, my nails have chipped or looked like crap throughout the day from just tapping on my keyboard at work. It doesn't last, and they've got great colors. They look really pretty when you first put them on, but they really chip like the same day. So you've got to use a overcoat of some sort to seal in these nail polishes so they do it. And I think there's cheaper nail polishes that do a much better job. I mean, for sure. Like this one from, this is LA Colors, and this is, I think, yeah, color number 549. This is a beautiful shade, and it lasts so much better than any of the ESSIEs do. So I'm really, you know, my fail for this month has been the ESSIEs. I mean, I put something over the top of these because I couldn't stand the ESSIE anymore chipping on me, and I tend to put a shimmer over the top of an ESSIE nail polish when it starts to get skanky looking. You know? Somebody had mentioned that Revlon was their favorite brand for under mask lip wear, and I'm actually wearing this shade right now. Number 6, Eyes on You, and this is what I'm wearing right now on my lips. You can see it looks much lighter in the container than it does on your mouth because it really accentuates your mouth, and I'm not sure if it brings blood to your lips, you know, like rushes blood to your lips, like almost like a plumper, because this is nowhere near what it looks like here. And these are like the lighter shades in this other one, and this is number 1, and this is the shade Your Go-To. I'm just gonna put this on real quick. It looks like baby poop going on. However, when it dries, it's kind of neat. When it dries, it actually brings out more of the pink and mauvey shades of your mouth, and that kind of baby poop look disappears. So I think that these are really nice quality. They feel good on the mouth. I think the colors are way off though from what they appear on the bottle, so you have to be very careful, because I never would have chosen this color or this color. I think that and these are the lightest 2 colors. Number 1 is the lightest Go-To. This is the very lightest shade. So yeah, they worked really well. These are the satin inks from Revlon. There are some people who swear by these, say they're the best thing under mask. I say they're okay, but there is still a little bit of transfer, thusly. So I mean, I don't know exactly where they're getting their experience from, but on my mouth it doesn't really last as long, and it does smear onto the mask. So I know that a lot of people like these Revlon satin ink things, But I think I'm getting, maybe it's a reaction that my lips are reacting to some ingredient in this. I don't know. There's no scent to them or anything. So I really think that, you know, maybe it's just me, but I didn't really care for these. And, you know, I bought 2 different shades because somebody else had said they were their favorite lip product. I'm like, yeah, okay. It's not mine. I did manage to get the e.l.f. This was the green one. I found it in a CVS in a very kind of low-income area. I guess they didn't like these shades, but this is a really pretty one. This is called the Jalapeno one. And of course, I do like the Carnival Candy one. So these 2 are my favorite in those little e.l.f. quads. The quality on these is excellent, and I like the fact that there's some greens and golds in here. Really, really fun to wear. Even if you're just accenting a little bit on your eyes, it's really kind of neat. So e.l.f., you know, for $3 or $4, you can pick these up. They're really well worth it. And if you get a bunch of them in shades, you can, you know, stack them side by side, and it's like having a big palette of them. But I think the quality is particularly good on these. This is the e.l.f. Ride or Die Lip Balm, and I thought the color looked very interesting. It's kind of a apricot-y, peachy color, but not on the lips. It's a very weird color on the lips, and I don't think it really stayed on very well. Let me just put this on here. So this is another one that doesn't look anything like the tube. This particular shade was just peachy, and it reminds me of when you open up canned peaches, that smell. It smells like that. So I thought that was great. It does feel very soft and balmy. It does not hold. You do get, you know, that transfer onto the mask. So this was kind of disappointing. It looked much better than what it actually reacted, and the color was just so far off. I mean, this is not peach. This is not peach. So this is going back. This is the e.l.f. Eyebrow Pencil. I thought it was a pretty nice pencil. You've got a nice brush that's very bristly on the other end. For the price point of $2 or $3, whatever it was, I thought it was extremely nice. And the blonde one is slightly, it's slightly golden in color, but I liked it better than going too dark. I don't like to go too dark with the brows. So the brow product from e.l.f. was a hit with me. I really did like this one. Hard Candy has a series of Marilyn Monroe products, and this was the mascara. I gotta show you this, the cutest container for this. It looks like a bud vase. I'm gonna show you that, and then on the end here you have the flower here. Isn't that cute? This is mascara. It's mascara. It's not lipstick. So everything has her signature on it. You can see that there. And this wasn't bad. It did not pass my humidity test, so this has the hourglass kind of wand on it. Formulation's okay, nothing really special. I think it was kind of a generic mascara. The packaging is what makes this. It really is a beautiful mascara to use, and you feel really elegant and girly when you use it. However, I didn't think it lasted very well. It did leave little dings on my upper lids from the humidity and heat. We've had some hot days here in Connecticut, and so I don't think that I really like this. I don't think I could recommend it as a mascara because of that. If it smears, it's not any good to anybody, really. So, but pretty darn cute packaging. The other thing that they have for the Marilyn Monroe collection is the eyelash curler, and this is definitely worth getting. Actually, this is a beautiful, you can see it's pearl handled. You've got pearls on the handles, little diamonds and pearls. But the spring action of this is so comfortable that it's got a lot of zing to it and spring. I really like this as an eyelash curler. It's really beautiful, very girly. It's pink. This is a silicone pad on here, easy to clean. But the spring action on this mascara is wonderful. So this is the Marilyn Monroe eyelash curler, and you can find this in the hard candy section at Walmart of all places, and you can find it online also as well. And this is part of that Marilyn Monroe series, but definitely the eyelash curler is definitely worth having. And those of you who haven't invested in a nice little eyelash curler, this is well worth it. Really, really cute packaging. I love the little diamonds and pearls that they have there on the handle. It's very girly, and it's kind of what having a vanity is all about. It's kind of nice having that girly thing. I always think of Marilyn Monroe as being the epitome of womanness, you know. So this was definitely a good buy. I think it was $9.99 in Walmart. This was the Cloud Pout from Wet n Wild. This is something new from them, and it's got a cute little cloud pattern along the edge there. It has a candy type of wafting to it. It's a little on the creamy matte side. What they're calling this is Marshmallow Lip Mousse. It does have an unusual feeling, and it is very, very moisturizing and balmy, but there is something else to it. There's a softness to it that's hard to describe. But I can't really recommend it. I just think that it doesn't last very long, and I don't know, it makes my lips feel dry after a while. You can see the texture on your mouth. If you bite your lips, or if you have a lot of like cracked skin or anything like that, it does accentuate that. If you have regular lips, you may like this. The candy smell goes away after a little while. The balminess of it is very, very hydrating in a dry sort of way. It's like a dry balm, if you can imagine that. So this is the Marshmallow Lip Mousse, and this shade is called Cloud Chaser. I did make a mistake with the shade because I'm trying to imitate. Do you remember Celebutard? Celebutard was a shade of lipstick that Kat Von D put out back in 2013, 2014, around there. I had just started my YouTube channel when this came out, and I bought probably 3 of these before it was such a controversy because of the name. Celebutard had inferences to mental health issues. It had, I don't know how to be politically correct here to say what it was supposed to represent, but the mental health community got this pulled off all the shelves in Sephora. Kat Von D was so mad, she never released this shade again. It was never released again under any other name or anything. And it's like one of my favorite shades of nude. So I have been trying all these different lipsticks to try to get it, and this was one of my attempts. I thought this would come close, but it doesn't. It's way off. It's this is a pink shimmer color, like something from the 1980s that my mother would have worn, I think. And this is number 5, Pink Sand. This is way the wrong color. Another attempt was Huda Beauty, which I got on sale at Sephora. This is Honey Bun. I thought this would be close too, and unfortunately it is not. These are lovely lipsticks. Again, another kind of magnetic closure. What a pretty color. I'm just going to put it right here. I thought it would be so close, but it's actually much warmer than the Celebutard. So what I thought I had a perfect match, and I was so proud. I came home and it is not even close. I think their other shade, Angel, is a closer match to Celebutard. But I mean, I sincerely thought this was my favorite lipstick shade of all time. And when she discontinued it, I couldn't get it anymore. an old gal sent me her sampler of it so I could try to match it, you know, try to find something that would match it, and I haven't been able to, but I'm working on it. I'm checking out. I do think in Huda Beauty, the Angel shade looks like it might be a match, so I'm gonna try that and see. This was a fail from J.CAT Beauty, and what this is it is a eyelash curler that has comb teeth in it. So when you put it in, you're supposed to be able to pull it out and comb your lashes out. I don't know what they were thinking, but all it does, it's like a torture device. I couldn't get it to do anything, and if you start to try to you know, go up, it's too tight. I mean, the teeth go right up into the thing here, so they don't do what they're supposed to do. It was a ridiculous concept of the tooth lash comb / lash curler. They don't work together at all. So yeah, that was a mistake. I didn't really use any new eyeshadow palettes. I did discover my JUVIAS Place, and this Violets. This is the Violets from JUVIAS Place, and I rediscovered some of the beautiful colors in here. Really good for springtime. You know, you can't beat this absolutely beautiful shade. I'm just gonna put it right here on the lid. Just that one color, you know, just as a little bit of an accent. It's so pretty for springtime. I think, you know, you can line with some of these. There's a couple of mattes in here. These two are mattes on the bottom, and these are satiny, kind of shimmery satins. Really, really nice palette. JUVIAS Place does it so well. They really are high quality eyeshadows, and you know, it's so pretty. So, I mean, just for an accent color, not for your main thing. I didn't have good luck with just basic neutral palettes from them, but I do like the special colors that they come out with, and this is a nice themed palette of purples called Violets. So, I hope all of you are doing okay. I'm doing great, and you know, my job's going really well. I love my new apartment. I'm still working on things. Because I got my refund, I was able to order a TV and a TV stand that has a fireplace in it. So I have to build it, but that's okay. I can do these things. I'm a handy person with an Allen wrench. I didn't buy any makeup in March at all, which is like, whoa, you know. So the Sephora sale, I did buy a few things, not a whole lot, and I got some samples that I'm still working on trying. I think that it's worth having a look through there, but a lot of the stuff is sold out. And it's like the Westman Atelier, all the white girl shades are gone. You know, you're getting into the mediums and the darks that are still there, but all the light white girls stuff is gone in this, and it's too bad. But you can get by with a really nice high quality makeup. You can get by with a slightly darker shade than your own personal skin tone. You just have to take it all the way down so you don't have a line of demarcation. So on that note, I hope all of you have a wonderful week and have a beautiful day. Take care, everybody. Toodles.